some reason I couldn't read my paper. For those of you who were worried about the Wolverine cast would be filled with white actors, put those fears to rest, because a slew of casting additions, including 2 veteran actors and 2 relatively newcomers. I'm sorry, 4 veteran actors and 2 relative newcomers are coming to the screen. Are coming to the Wolverine cast, all of Japanese descent. I'm gonna mess these names up. You know how bad I'm gonna mess these names up. Hiroyuki Sanada, he was in The Last Samurai, and Hale Yamamuchi. That even sounded dirty. That sounded dirty. He was in the movie called The Way Back. Will be joined by the 2 newcomers, Tao Makoto and Rila Fukushima. They will be added to the cast, along with Will Young Lee. He was in Hawaii Five-0, Elektra, and he will be the villain in both the Red Dawn remake and the Total Recall remake. He has been cast, Will Young Lee, as the primary villain, only by several news reports, only by last name Harada, which, if you're a big comic book fan, you know that Harada is the last name of Silver Samurai, which we all know, which a lot of us knew already, that he was going to appear in the movie. So, stop trying to hide it. The Hollywood Reporter also confirms that the Silver Samurai is indeed the villain, and, whoa. Oh, okay, that was a little louder than all the other songs I've interrupted. Anyway, he will be playing the lead villain, along with Brian T. He's in the TV show Grimm, and he's in the upcoming video game Sleeping Dogs, which has been rumored to have a movie adaptation of its own. And he was also the lead villain in Tokyo Drift, the Fast and the Furious movie, and the one that took place in Japan. He's playing another villain, Noboru Mori, a corrupt minister of justice who is about to marry the daughter of the Yakuza crime lord, which is Wolverine's love interest in the movie. If the script plays out along the lines of the comic, audiences will of course be introduced to the Japanese storyline, which is set to be one of the, and is one of the best Wolverine arcs in the comics. The Wolverine will be coming out July 26th of next year. All these other characters, all the newcomers and everybody else, I didn't say who it was. Sanada will be playing a character named Sinjin, a character created by Claremont and Miller, which are the writers that did the Japanese story arc. Miller being Frank Miller and Chris Claremont. That's people I'm trying to say. He is the Yakuza crime boss and antagonist to Wolverine, next, of course, to Silver Samurai. He will be, let's see, who else? That's pretty much it. Everybody else is playing kind of assassins to Wolverine. So Wolverine's pretty much on his own in this one. And all these other people are playing kind of bad guys and leaders and stuff like that. So there you go. Again, Wolverine will be coming out July 26th of next year. So there you go. Silver Samurai will be appearing in the movie, and Will Young Lee will be playing Silver Samurai. All right, last news item for today. That's right, last news item. With The Dark Knight Rises hitting theaters next week, that's right, next week, Man of Steel coming out next summer, the announcement that WB is finally getting serious about doing a Justice League movie, with several tie-in movies like Wonder Woman, The Flash, and a possible remake of Green Lantern. The question came to mind, when will those movies actually come out? And the LA Times has an article where it said that none of the DC movies currently in the works has a producer, director, or a cast, except for Zack Snyder's $200 million movie Man of Steel. As a result, it will likely to be at least 3 years before the new DC title movie hits in theaters, so according to several knowledgeable people close to Warner Brothers who were not authorized to speak publicly. So there you go. The paper also confirms that Christopher Nolan did at least talk to Warner Brothers about continuing as a producer on the recently announced Justice League movie and planned Batman reboots. However, Nolan did say over the weekend that he will not be involved in those films, Justice League movie and Batman reboots. Warner Brothers film president Jeff Robinov Robinoff, sorry, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, commented on that, saying it was just a conversation we had. Obviously, anything we can get Chris involved in is great. So the plan now appears to bring awareness to DC characters to the public over the next few years, from games, toys, comics, and TV series, as they revealed yesterday, kind of the first step in the game section. That Justice League will be appearing in the Silver Age Arkham City game, which is a sequel, or I guess a prequel, to the Arkham City Arkham Asylum Batman games, which are really, really good. Anyway, my hope, Romanoff said, is that over the last my hope is that over the next month or so, we'll be ready to lay out the plan for the next DC movies. So there you go. It won't be until, basic math, 2015 till we see another. Besides Man of Steel, it won't be another 3 years until 2015 till we see another DC movie from Warner Brothers. I guess that is a really smart plan. I mean, you don't want to rush things into it. I mean, I guess you don't want to rush it. And Wonder Woman, they've been trying to get the track off for years. The Flash, they've been trying to do for years. And Green Lantern, it finally came out and wasn't as big a success as people thought it was going to be. So I mean, yeah, you don't want to rush it. Obviously, and Batman. They're going to reboot that within the like I said, I think I said on Monday's show, they're going to reboot Batman at least in the next 5 years. I can see that happen. I can see them rebooting Batman at least in the next 5 years. As for Superman, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm pretty sure they'll put Christopher Nolan's name in the trailer so people can go see it. The general audience can go see it. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. And obviously, The Dark Knight is going to be a huge success. Man of Steel, all the Superman fans are going to go see it no matter what they say. And it's up to the general audience to see how well it does. Besides, the fanboys to go see it. 2015. That seems like a long time away, but we've gone this long without a Justice League movie, so I think we can wait a while for another Justice League movie.